guys, it's Faye here again. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, thank you so much for sticking with me. So today I'll be waxing my hairy underarms using the sugar wax method. After so many failed attempts, I want to try again, and I decided to bring you guys along on this process, and hopefully it turns out a success. This is going to be a painful and sweaty process, so let's jump right into the video. After mixing in the ingredients and putting it in the pot, place on low to medium heat and allow to boil. Just let it boil, do not stir at all. Even if you want to stir, just shake the pot around as you see I'm doing here. Do not stir. And then this is the color, this is the consistency you want. What I am doing now is checking for the consistency. If you put it in cold water and it's firm, you can hold it, it's not melting away. You know it's time to take it off the heat. This is what your sugar wax should look like, honey brown in color. This is what your consistency should be. This is what my underarms look like 6 weeks of hair growth. You want to make sure you exfoliate days before your waxing appointment. Do not go in with your scrub in a circular motion. You want to go in an up and down motion, just like I am doing now. When you go in circular motions, you confuse the hair growth direction. Hair grows either upwards or downwards. You don't want to confuse the hair growth so that it doesn't grow all over the place and it causes ingrown hair. Please exfoliate days before your waxing appointment. It will prep your skin and it helps with ingrown hairs. So you want to do that days before to avoid irritation and sensitivity of the skin. It's weird how I'm calling it an appointment when I did it myself, but it's still an appointment. And when you exfoliate, you want to let it sit. You just don't want to rush off to the bathroom and take your bath. You let it sit. I let mine sit for up to an hour. If you do have the time, please let it sit just so it works. Apply baby powder just to absorb any oil or moisture in your skin so that the wax sticks. Apply in opposite direction to hair growth. My hair grows downwards, so I'm applying the wax upwards, which is the opposite direction. If you apply in the same direction, sugar wax won't work for you. You might want to check the rule book. Now place your strip and then make sure it's firm on your skin. Hold your skin taut, then pull. Ow. That was really painful. Clean off the excess sugar with a damp towel and continue. The wax isn't really pulling out the hair, so I guess it's because my skin is damp and I'm trying to get it dry by fanning it, and let's see what happens after now.
Your love is rated X. That means you're extra, extraordinary.
It's difficult working with my non-dominant hand. As you can see, I'm struggling a bit here, but then whew. Apply pressure immediately to the area. I'm going in with the aloe vera gel from the aloe vera plant. Aloe vera has antibacterial and antioxidant properties. It accelerates wound healing, and it just generally helps with the aftermath of waxing. Honestly, it has an instantly cooling effect. I felt so good rubbing this on. Yeah guys, I'm not gonna lie, this was a very traumatic experience, and I'm just gonna freshen up and this is the end result. Guys, honestly, I'm very proud of myself. Yeah, I'm really excited about this result, and it really feels so good not to have like any hair in the way. I have been wanting to do this for the longest time. Super excited. There's just this confidence when you have clean armpits, and that's how I feel right now. I'm so confident. I can pull off an all-shoulder dress, a strap dress, whatever, and I am not going to be, conscious of my body because I have something going on there here. So it's been 6 days since I got my underarms sugar waxed by myself. Yes, I did that. It's been 6 days, and I'm going to be sharing my experience with sugar waxing side by side with just shaving with razor. Normally, after 3 to 4 days after I have shaved with razor, I get itchy, ingrown hairs. I get bumps that eventually turn into boils. Gross, right? Sorry guys, if you hear anything in the background, I'm sorry, I'm not alone. We are on planet Earth. Yeah, so if you hear anything, please bear with me, because I have gone through a whole lot with shaving, and I was done with it. I was done with discomfort. I was done with not being able to wear what I want to wear. Either I am letting my hair grow out for 4 weeks or more just to allow the bumps and ingrown hairs and everything going on there to heal. I have like a really dark armpits that I cannot wear certain things. So I tried waxing a couple of times in 2020. I knew about sugar waxing or waxing in general as of 2018. I tried it out a couple of times in 2018, and then again in 2020 I wanted to make it my permanent way of hair removal, but it didn't work out. I had a very terrible experience with it. I still had ingrown hairs, I still had bumps, and I was sore for days after waxing. So I decided to go back to shaving. As time went on, I watched videos, tons of videos on waxing, and then I came across this YouTuber. I decided to follow her method, and eventually I got it right. I got the consistency right, guys. I got the consistency. I was so happy. I really want to get rid of dark armpits and having to deal with hairy armpits all the time. And when I have to leave the hair to grow out and allow the bumps, the scars, the boils, and ingrown hairs to heal, it causes me to sweat even more, which is uncomfortable, which leads to odor. So I have to be really, really, really careful. My hygiene is I have to step up your hygiene game. I'm not saying you should be dirty if you don't have hair, but when you have hair, you know what I mean. This is the 6th day after waxing, and guess what? I do not have ingrown hairs. I just have little bumps here and there. I feel like it's because it's been a while. It's been a while since I waxed, and my skin went through a lot from me waxing after a very long time. So the tiny bumps here and there was totally expected. I was sore for 2-3 days, but after that I am fine. I am thriving. My underarms are thriving. Yeah, I feel so light. Yo, the hair grows in slowly, slower than shave. I had shaved 6 days after shaving. I know what my underarms will be looking like right now, but the hair is hardly even growing. And I heard that if you wax over and over and over again for a couple of months, the hair grows even slower. It takes lesser time to grow, and I just cannot wait to make waxing my permanent way of hair removal. Before you get into your waxing, you might be interested in knowing these few tips before you wax. First off, days before your waxing, you would want to exfoliate using either a DIY sugar scrub or any sugar scrub you like. I have both the DIY sugar scrub and the one from VSV Botanics. Make sure you trim your hair if it's really long. Trim it down with a scissors before you go into waxing. I bet you are going to have some bruises. You will bleed. Thirdly, do not wear tight fitting clothes after you wax. You will want to wear strapless, spaghetti hand kind of dresses or whatever, but please do not wear tight fitted clothes that will cause friction around that area, because that will lead to bumps and it would just make your waxing experience terrible. By the way, I'm talking from experience. You would want to wax on a weekend. For instance, it's a Saturday. I don't have anywhere to go. I don't intend to involve myself in any activity that will take me outside of my room. If you can even go commando, I promise you, I'm not judging you. Please do you, girl. Yeah, by the way, this is not a tutorial, so do your research, watch tons and tons and tons and tons of videos, and if you feel like you have perfected it, then go ahead and do your sugar wax. I believe that if you put these tips that I've given you into practice, you'll be fine. For now, I'm going to be sticking with the soft sugar wax because the hard sugar wax is kind of really tricky, and I might not be able to strike a balance as to when to take it off heat. So I would rather stick with the soft sugar wax that I'm familiar with the consistency, and I just know my way around the soft sugar wax. The hard sugar wax, on the other hand, it will save you resources. You can use one ball of sugar for one leg or one area. You can use it over and over and over again until it gets sticky or you feel like you can no longer use it. Unlike the soft sugar wax, you have to like spread it on a particular area, rip it off, spread again, rip it, and it just keeps going on and on and on, consuming a lot of sugar. I don't know if I'm making sense, I don't know if I'm rambling. The end of this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you feel like this video didn't cut it for you, still give it a thumbs up. You don't have a choice. Come to the end of this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe.